Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another cast of the NA10 tournament. This is Casted from Replay by Duality, that's me, and
Cracking Domes, and that would be me.
right, this is the first round of the winner's bracket. This is MIT versus Kill Rainforest. Uh, this is take 3 of this cast. First two had some issues, but we're here at last, and well, this should be a good game. Obviously, this is casted from replay, so we know the results of the game already. But the games themselves are new, and hopefully we'll see something interesting. We got a duck for, I believe this is Kill Rainforest on the top. Yeah, we've got a Destro, BC, Raven, and Double Carrier. They're doing a 5-ball, and a Levy farming the other side. Kraken, what can you tell us about the MIT composition?
MIT has a carrier and a Leviathan 1-1, each on the sides, and then they have a 4-ball push down on the bottom consisting of Double Guard, which both are 5 spine, Destro setting at 5 armor, and Overlord with Plague. An interesting thing to note here, though, Duality, is it looks like Kill Rainforest has opened up a fighter comp going 6 fighters on all ships, including BC.
Yeah, they have a Raven to EMP any anti-fighter that MIT might have, assuming they were going pods or storm. Unfortunately for them, MIT did opt to go for the 5-guard route. So the splits here are really interesting. You've got a 5-1 split on Kill Rainforest side, and for MIT it's actually a 4-1-1. Or at least it started out that way. Now Xiaoyi's back down to the bottom. I don't think MIT is fully equipped to deal with his fighter chiefs, and it's showing. They're getting pushed back. Their guardians are getting caught up in. That's certainly not helping. One of them already had to go back and heal. He's warping out now. So Kill Rainforest has quite an advantage in the early game, it looks like. They're starting to push back now. And Shapig is actually winning against the other Levy on the top. Yui Hitano.
Definitely pushing them back. Which is not very good for Yui because his team is actually pushing very well on the bottom, so he should be winning his lane pretty convincingly.
Yeah,
But
I assume the farm distribution didn't really work out for him. That happens sometimes. You just have a
Farm-wise,
terrible...
though, Yu is dominating Shapig by 30 farm at the moment.
You're right. Yui is at 114. Shapig is 87. On the other hand, oh my god, Yui has 583 unspent mineral, so that's why Shapig is pushing so hard. He's making sure that Yui never gets to upgrade.
Yep, denying that constant. That'll hurt a Levy all day, every day.
Yeah, so even though Yui has a much bigger farm lead, it doesn't really matter because Shapig isn't letting him actually use it.
Yep, Yu's sitting at 629 now. Shapig, though, as you can see, was able to upgrade up to 6 vials and get a missile count, so Shapig is absolutely dominating.
Yeah, Yui needs to go back, grab regen, and come back out because he's getting beat up here.
Yeah, not
Having
spending
a
that.
farm lead doesn't really matter when it turns out like this.
Yeah, when you can't spend those minerals, you're in trouble. This just shows that farm really doesn't matter if you can't spend your minerals.
Yeah, I don't know why he's staying out here. He doesn't need the farm. He just needs to go back,
Still
grab his
taking damage
upgrades.
from Plague as well, down to 1400 health here.
Yeah, he should have gone back a long time ago. Now he's hurting. And that's one ship his team's going to be down. There's no warp trick set up. Naturally, they would... Oh, here we go. Spoke too soon. Sapphire is going around.
Yeah, and as you can see, these launches from Kill Rainforest doing absolutely nothing with the double 5-spine guard and the Levy hopping in to help. It's just obliterating the fighters.
Yeah, MIT saw the Destroyer coming around. They're falling back. They're playing it safe. And there's the warp.
Yep. So we see carriers.
Oh,
Looks-
Yui Hitano actually chose to go Corruptors.
Really?
Yeah, there we go. He's...
Yeah, BC opted to get
It's not a bad idea. Shipig invested heavily into the bile, and that's not what you need to stop the corruptors.
I'm not sure what the BC got here. I don't see no ups really on the BC.
Yeah, look at his farm though. I don't think he can afford much.
Yep, Sequoia still at 6 ints. YZC still at 6. Looks like they just got warp and headed on out. Doesn't look like too many upgrades.
It's still early in the game. They just wanted to get back out and stop MIT from farming their towers.
Speaking of
Now
farm,
MIT needs to decide what to do about these corruptors. For now, it looks like they're just having Xiaoyi and Wayne clean them up, but they're gonna need a more permanent solution. Maybe getting acid spray. Oh, Shipig actually does have acid spray.
speaking of it, yep, farm counts at the moment though are 1,052 for MIT and 836 for Kill Rainforest.
And Xiaoyi still hasn't upgraded. Still hanging out here. In fact, I don't think most of MIT didn't actually go back. That's surprising.
Yep, Wayne still at 5 spines. Guitarist now has repair bots. Kai, I didn't see if he got antenna yet.
Shipig does seem to like this early acid spray a lot more than other levies I've seen. But he's not in a position where it can actually come in handy right now.
Yeah.
The carriers aren't on his lane, the corruptor levy isn't in his lane.
And how's
So
this
it's good to
looking
have.
for late game as we look at the comps here? I feel at the moment it favors MIT having that Overlord and the double guards will clean up ints, really nullifying ints DPS in this battle.
I think the comps are pretty even for the late game. One side has an Overlord, the other side has a Raven, one side has a double carrier, the other side has double Guardian. I think overall MIT is in a slightly better position because they're set up to get more farm. And you see right now the farm lead is quite heavily in their favor.
Oh, definitely. And we know as the game goes on, eventually the Raven won't be able to deny the Overlord.
On
So the
other hand, we did
Overlord
have
will
Corruptor
become
Levy. He's going to be
powerful.
farming well. So if he gets a good enough start, then this could turn around. For now, though, Yui Hatano is at 239 farm, and he's actually fallen behind Shipig, despite the early farm lead he had. So the Corruptor Levy being behind in farm to, regularly built levy isn't good for Kill Rainforest.
Yeah, and it looks like his Corruptor placement is a little off here. He's got Corruptors, as you see down at the bottom, way ahead of the ones he just currently spawned.
Yeah, they're not really doing much. He keeps
Nope.
sending them out. They just get taken out by the Guardian. He's not using them to farm very effectively.
Which will really set him back in the farm more. Not being able to farm with those will make it a useless upgrade. He's gotta get better placement with them.
Shari came back out. He had plenty of farm, so he got both Warpin and Graviton. Not really the most cost-effective build for 10 ints, but again, nice to have. He doesn't need to go back and buy them next time.
Yeah, it looks like they're giving each of their side lanes a huge farming bench. Oh, here we got Yoi going down either to put his Corruptors down or Warp Trick. I'm not sure here.
Maybe both. Kill Rainforest is getting pushed back. I'm sure they'd love to do a warp trick on him. In fact, he can cut in right now and it'll be just in time if they go back. But they're choosing to hold and fight at their towers, which I don't like at all.
Yeah. Fighting at their towers has set them back almost 300 in farm at the moment. Farm counts are 1,500 for MIT and 1,200 for Kill Rainforest.
I'm not sure what Yui Hatano is doing. Are they going to warp anytime soon? Because otherwise he's just sitting there and wasting possible farming time.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
his
actually pulling back
Corruptors
now.
are catching a little bit of farm, but I actually think that was a big waste of time. And he's still hanging out there in the corner throwing Corruptors down. I'm a little confused.
That was a big wasted opportunity. If they had actually warped on him, they might have been able to catch someone.
Yeah, and same with them Corruptors. By the time they get to farm, they'll time out. That was
I don't
just
think these will even reach farm.
Yeah.
The one at the bottom might.
essentially big waste of energy. Oh, it might catch a patch or two, but Still not
We see lots
effectively.
of pings from MIT. They're concerned about the possibility of a warp trick, and then someone else pings to remind everyone else that there are 4 ships or 5 ships up at the top.
Well,
Someone who likes farm, no doubt.
with Kill Rainforest setting here really back and forth. You got some with the tower, some going back, a Raven who goes back and forth, and then you got their Leviathan way down here. I'd stay up there and farm too if I was MIT.
Yeah, yet again, Yui is in a great position for a warp trick, and yet again, they're not actually warping. We have YZC warping, but that's not even to the levy.
Oh my gosh, and he came out to his carrier. I'm baffled.
Oh, Vortex. YZC got Vortex.
Okay, so they're going to try to set something around Vortex. It looks like MIT is going to clean up these corruptors down here. And looks like they've got Shao going out for a possible warp trick. Maybe he's just trying to spot the levy, though.
Well,
I don't know. Farm has not seen him,
he
and
has
he is
Vortex
still
as well.
going.
Wow.
Those Ints
Eastern
might have
teams really
spotted
like
him,
their
though.
techs.
Yeah, 15 minutes. That's fairly early in today's metagame for techs. Usually you don't see it till at least after carriers got 20 ints.
Don't you mean yesterday's metagame, Kraken?
Oh, I apologize. Yesterday's metagame. There is 3.0 now. Now you just farm for scouts.
Right, don't forget the Void Ray. Anyway, this is still 2.0 in this replay, and
So we got 3 members of MIT getting ready to warp out. We got the double guards coming in right now on Shapig. Let's see what they do here. Shabai going
Akai
up.
has Siphon. If he manages to get the carrier with Tex... Oh wait, they have double Tex. Okay.
Oh, both of them opting to go
I
Tex
really don't
here.
like this. Like Kill Rainforest. They have no DPS. They're not going to kill anyone even if they catch them. Their Destro doesn't have Bombard. He pumped everything into armor.
If they could
Their
split the
BC
team, though, they could make it work with double Tex, but I agree here. No DPS. None.
Yeah, their BC has no missiles. He's 6 raids, lockdown, defensive shield. So while the BC and the Destro are both fairly tanky, they're not doing any DPS.
Yeah.
The carriers certainly aren't doing any DPS. They've got 6 ints and 8 ints apiece.
Well, Yu's opted to upgrade his Corruptors up to level 7. He's still hanging out on the edges of the map, though, missing valuable farm. Here he's got Johnny W, his BC, picking up his farm.
Corruptors do have metabolic boost, so they can chase fairly well. But it will still take somewhat of a miracle for them to actually kill someone with this if they do land their Texas.
Yeah, I feel at this point in time they should abandon Corruptors. I mean, he's invested a lot into it, more than what you usually see these days.
Yeah, the 9 Corruptor upgrades, that's not what you normally see, because people just upgrade Corruptors to 1-shot or 2-shot and then just, dump everything into energy and start getting their other more valuable upgrades, Regen, Bile, Frenzy later on.
Right.
He's just going pure Corruptor levy. He's got 700 energy. He's got Corruptors up to level 9. So it doesn't look like he's planning on transitioning out of this anytime soon. And that's, again, I don't agree with that. I don't think that's a good idea or a
Same.
good build.
And as we look here on the battle cruiser for Kill Rainforest, we've got 2 lasers, 6 race, 1 armor, no range upgrades. None. Still at 7 range, almost 20 minutes into the game.
Yeah, he's basically a support ship at this point. A
Well-
slightly tanky support ship, but that's about it. He's a lockdown.
Yeah, he
bitch, that's
grabbed
about
lockdown, and I'm guessing just for the carrier for possible techs, I don't see why they would go lockdown so early.
Yeah, we got 4 Zerg ships, a Destro, and a carrier. So either they predicted the Vortex, in which
Oh,
case
they're
good for
pushing on
them,
him.
I
Oh, he
guess.
pops his D shield. Johnny W there cutting it close.
He has no upgrades on his D shield. And did you see how fast that dropped? And that was only with the Guardian spines and a Destro.
And we got a text down here on the Guardians, but
Yui is farming the base. He's just setting his Corruptors and he's farming. And I'm sure this is very annoying for MIT.
oh
But
yes,
if he
I
keeps going the
see
build
now.
he's going, then they don't really care.
No, why would they? I mean, he can soak up all the farms, steal it from their team who's cornered at base, and just starve them out. They're gonna take
MIT
a tower
is
here,
going for the tower.
and they'll get it. No questions asked about it. Nothing, no DPS. Both the carriers still setting under level 10 ints. They cannot push these guards back. Both guards now over level 10 needles. They'll clean up ints.
Yeah,
Looks
yeah,
like-
the tower's going down.
And both with corrosive acid. So MIT taking a really commanding lead here at the 20-minute mark. We'll count farm again. 2,600 for MIT and 1994.
And you know what
Kill
Yui
Rainforest.
Hatano did with all that farm that he just got from farming the base?
I
He
don't want
at
to
least
guess.
spent more of it on corruptors.
Oh, no. So, I guess what we're seeing here out of Kill Rainforest is pub mentality. What you got here is a bunch of what looks like pub builds coming out. Although,
Yeah. Well, I don't know about the double vortex being a pub, but Yui Hatano is definitely going for
maybe
something
this is
that.
just the differences in cross-server play.
Perhaps, but I think it's something they've obviously thought about a lot, and this is what they're going with. I think their plan is to get a vortex surrounded with corruptors and hopefully use them to get a kill, which is why the corruptors are being upgraded to beyond reasonable levels. They're level
Yeah.
15 now.
Alright, well, Guitarist is coming out. He now has Prov Filled, 5 armor, and
They're
7
grouped up.
lasers.
They're going for the text here. YZC is going for it.
Shapig's at 1-7, YZC 1-7. He's not going to catch him. Nope.
Right. They could go for the Destro. He's only at 5 armor, but he does have prot field, so
Shap-
he'll be hard to kill.
Shapig now at 11 tenths, 6 bile, 10
YZC can
range.
go for it here. The Guardian's there, but he chose not to. He's backing off. thinking
I
about
feel
it.
like
There he
MIT is a little timid here.
He does get the Guardian.
Let's see what they do with it here. They're pushing the BC off. BC, Johnny W is in trouble.
And all
He's
the
got-
corruptors get acid sprayed. These are dead corruptors, and they're not going to do anything.
No. Oh! Zuka throws down his text to try to save the BC on the Guardian, but I don't think that's going to help. I think Johnny W is done
Johnny
here. Those
W is
ints are
dead.
going to clean him up.
Or is he?
Oh, ints
Oh, those are friendly ints. He's alive.
saves him
And
with
another text goes
400
down.
hull.
We've seen 3 Texas in the past 20 seconds.
And this one is
And-
MIT's text on the Raven. Raven is in trouble here. No one here to cover him, no way to cover him, and he's not even going to move.
He melts.
So there
So
is
3
first
Texas in 20
blood.
seconds. And casualties, 1 Raven for Kill Rainforest.
Alright, after that
So-
death, it puts farm scores at almost 3,000 for MIT and 1,900 for Kill Rainforest.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, that's with Yui Hatano at 741 farm.
Oh, that hurts. All
If you
that
look at
wasted
everyone
farm.
else, you look at everyone else on Kill Rainforest's side, all in the 200s. They've got nothing. All their farm is invested into the Corruptor Levy, who has thus far been totally and completely useless. His Corruptors
Well,
just
he
got
caught all
acid
that
sprayed.
farm at the base.
Yeah, I don't
Looks
know
like
what
MIT is going to target the second tower here. Double
And this they will
corrosives going
definitely
down.
get.
Yeah, and now without the Raven for Kill Rainforest, there's literally no hope to come back in this match.
Yeah, Shapig, having gone from a reasonable build, is now at 8 bile, 10 range. He could do with upgrading his attacks once more, but
Akai now with Psyblast as well, only 1230, but it gets powerful.
yeah, and we see Parasite going down on the Corruptor Levy, so he can't even pull that trick again. If he tries to go down on base farm, he's dead. They're not completely contained.
No, Suka's text will be back up in 5 seconds. YZC's is up, but he has 76 energy, so it'll be a while before we see his text go down.
And it's not like they can even just turtle it out with Siege, because Sapphire has no farm.
Oh, here we
And
go,
what farm
text
he
going
does
down.
have-
Okay, they've text Shapig here. Corruptor's
And
going
they're
down.
going to try for it again with the Corruptors.
These are level 16 Corruptors now, though. These aren't nothing to joke about now. But
Yeah,
I
they
feel
go
like
in
they
the text.
targeted the wrong ship. Shapig, ship that can regen. I feel
Well, no, they don't want Shapig
Oh my
to
gosh,
acid
they
spray
are-
the Corruptors.
just Shapig is gonna. Oh, Shapig survives. 700 hit points. Hits regen. Oh,
Yeah, the reason they went for Shapig there was so he couldn't acid spray the Corruptors. And it almost worked. Shapig almost died. Almost isn't going to get you a win.
Yeah, got him down to 700, but Shao throws down the Tex. It catches the Destro.
Sapphire's
Sapphire will go down here.
Akai even has Psy Blast.
Oh no, emergency shield Tex just a few seconds too late by YZC.
Yeah, even if the text was perfect, I think he would have died.
Yeah, there's no hope for Kill Rainforest. All their farm is
And the
into
GG is
one
called.
ship, and crazy build though from Kill Rainforest there.
Yeah, I like seeing different things than the norm. I just don't think that was very well thought out.
No, not at all. Alright, well,
So game
that
one?
concludes game one. MIT are the winners. We will be back to you guys shortly with game two.